Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the wild, wild world of movies. Today we're saddling up for a ride through the dusty plains of the Western genre. Now you might think Westerns are a thing of the past, but I'm here to tell you that some of the best have been made in the last decade. Slow West. Jay Cavendish, a naive Scot, travels across the US to meet his lady love Rose and crosses paths with a bounty hunter who offers him protection, but in reality has some hidden intentions. The Rider. After suffering a near-fatal head injury, a young cowboy undertakes a search for new identity and what it means to be a man in the heartland of America. The Homesman. 3 women inhabiting the edge of the American frontier go crazy due to living a pioneer life. Devout and free-thinking Mary hires a seamy drifter, George, to smuggle the women to an Iowan safe haven. Sweet Country. During the 1920s in Northern Territory of Australia, an elderly farmer kills the farm owner in self-defense. A breathtaking game of cat and mouse ensues after he decides to escape with his wife. The Wind. A woman settles with her husband on a remote stretch of land on the 19th century American frontier. However, things start falling apart after she begins to feel the presence of a sinister entity. In a valley of violence, Paul travels to Mexico with his pet Abby, passing through a deserted town. However, a violent encounter with a band of misfits sparks a quest for revenge. Never Grow Old. Patrick Tate, an undertaker, profits from the victims of Dutch Albert, a ruthless outlaw, when he takes over his town. However, he soon has to protect his family from Dutch's bloodlust. Far From Men. During the war between the Algerian rebels and the French colonial forces, Daru, a soldier-turned-professor, agrees to transport Mohammed, a villager imprisoned for murder. Aferim. Set in early 19th century Romania, a policeman is hired by a nobleman to find a gypsy slave who has run away from his estate after having an affair with his wife. The Hateful Eight. When a bounty hunter and his captured fugitive are caught in the middle of a snowstorm in Wyoming, they encounter a twisted turn of events as they seek refuge in a small lodge. Bone Tomahawk. The small town of Bright Hope is terrorized by a tribe of cannibalistic savages known as the Troglodyte clan. However, soon the town's men decide to put an end to the tribe. Hell or High Water. Toby and his brother Tanner, an ex-convict, resort to robbing banks when they are unable to afford their mortgage payments. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. 6 tales of life and violence in the Old West, following a singing gunslinger, a bank robber, a traveling impresario, an elderly prospector, a wagon train, and a perverse pair of bounty hunters. The Sisters Brothers. In the 1850s, Western America, the Sisters Brothers, a notorious duo of assassins, set out in search of a gold prospector with the help of an ally, John Morris. Hostiles. After fighting for more than 2 decades against the Cheyenne forces, an army captain, Joseph, is forced to escort the ailing Cheyenne leader to safety.